Boop. Ah, I know what I forgot. I'm in a little bit of a rush today. I am behind, unfortunately. This just happens sometimes. I get so caught up in a rush, and then I forget one small little step, which in this case was I needed the link to post into Discord here from YouTube. There we go. Boop. Boop. Hello, Water Ghost. Welcome on in. Thank you for spending your taxes, and congratulations on getting first 5 times. How are you doing? Boop. So I've got stuff in my pocket still. I'm a little bit behind today. I was already talking about this just a smidge, but I had an appointment today, and it was a little later than what I probably needed it to be. But then I went ahead and ate while we were out as well, and then boom, before you know it, when you're driving home, you hit traffic, a parade, and and then you still have to set up for stream in like 10 minutes. So it was a little bit of a speed run, but I think we got everything set up. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope the audio, the video, all of it is looking good, because I've got nothing more that I can give there. What I do need to do is plug in my dang phone. And there was another thing I needed to do. I needed to check the calendar because um I my mom made me an appointment for the eye doctor, and I wanted to see when that was. Okay, I see. Cool. Awesome. Vibe, welcome on in. How was your stream, dude? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Life with Ria. Hi, hello. I'm gonna plug in my phone. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. You're cool? No, I'm not cool. I'm just me. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Two regs, I know. It's funny the amount of people that don't know that that's a mirror. It trips them up because it looks like I have 3 guitars. It looks like my room is very expansive. Um, but no, it's just a silly little mirror. Two regs. How is it Thursday already? I don't know, dude. Time has been flying by like crazy quick. It's kind of scary. Vibex, how are you guys doing? What were you guys up to today? If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Vibe at some point in time. I believe they do a lot of streams on like the Donut SMP, if I'm not mistaken. I legit thought you streamed last night. It really does feel like I did. I'm not gonna lie. I almost considered canceling today's stream. Not because I didn't want to do it, but because I'm really, really tired. But also, I really thought I did stream last night. I have not, though. I had to double check. Trey Curtis, hello. And, oh boy, Claire, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm sure I mispronounced your name. Are we sure? I'm not sure, but I think I'm sure. You're cool. Hey, I mean, if you say so, it takes one cool person to know a cool person, right? Isn't that what they said? I think that's what they say. So what we're gonna start with today is we're just gonna kind of cover everything in Blackstone, while I yap for a little bit, and it should be a good time. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mostly start around the edges. Thank you for subscribing, Curtis. I appreciate you. Thank you. So mostly around the lava line is where I want to start, because it's got the greatest opportunity to kill me. So if I just get this out of the way now, it's a lot less disappointment later when I inevitably die. Maybe he did stream last night. It's possible. It's very possible. I'm gonna leave this mass here alone because I, well, I might actually just put it covered in like magma for now. I haven't decided yet. Pop, pop. I also don't really have a ton of blackstone, so we will go to the nether at some point today, and we'll go dig up some, because I've got a pretty good source near to where I spawned in, so it wouldn't be too hard to get more. At least that's what I'm hoping. Oh, I am out of blackstone. Okay. Just put that there so I can get more. All right, we're gonna have to go to the nether. Twitch was about to give me 10 minutes of ads. 10 whole minutes. Gee whiz, what the heck? Actually insane. Okay, something's broken there. I can see that somebody has a watch streak, but I can't see who and how long. So that's a bug. Let me open that up so I can see. Water Ghost, thank you for the 3-stream streak. GG's. How are you doing, dude? I didn't let me type in chat on my PC, but anyways, the stream was awesome. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it, and I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your night, Vibe. Appreciate the raid once again, and we'll catch you again another time. Like it added 5 minutes. Jeez, that is insane. You live or what? Because I want to be in a vid. I am very much live. I am live. If you want to be in a video, I don't think I'm your guy, but you know, if you have a really good question of the day, you can comment on one of my Forever World videos, and there's a very good chance you could be featured in the next episode. Let's go ahead and go to the nether, get a bunch of blackstone. Like, I mean a bunch. We're going to need it anyway, because this whole building structure here, it relies on blackstone, basalt, mud, deep slate, and I think more blackstone or something like that. I don't know. But there's a gradient that will go in here at some point, and I want to make sure that's good. I also want to go ahead. Where's my... I don't see them. Let's go grab our buckets and bring them back up here, because I have all these lava cauldrons filled, and I would really like to have... I need the lava to be able to be placed, so the more lava we have on reserve, the better. Okay, now that ads are over, I can talk to you guys a little bit more freely. Hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry about the ads. I know they suck. Some good news today. I finally had that doctor's appointment that I've been talking about for the last forever ago, it feels like. Rheumatology, which deals with like joint health and things of that nature. I went in and I have a really good rheumatologist. Oh my goodness. Actually might be like the best rheumatologist. And I've only been the one, but I feel like if anybody were the best, it's this guy. And he came in and we had a great discussion. It sounds like we have a pretty good idea of what's going on, which is interesting because his read on the situation is very different from the situation that a lot of people have read into it, which was that I am hypermobile, but I don't have enough symptoms to be classified within the EDS category, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. He looks at me and he says, I'm definitely hypermobile, which everybody's agreed on, but I do present enough symptoms to have Ehlers-Danlos. It's a very interesting conundrum there, because he says, like, he's admitted to me, like, he's not trained to spot all the signs of it, but everything he saw from me today appeared as though I did. Um, I told him that my skin wasn't all that stretchy, and he was like, "Well, can I check?" And he pulled on my skin, and he's like, "That's way stretchier than you think it is." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I, should have saw the look on his face as I was bending my joints in all sorts of weird ways. Like, um, he did uh tell me, a lot of people uh they walk in wanting the diagnosis because it gives them a platform online. People will feel bad for them, or uh they'll do it so that they have some sort of community. And he doesn't know that I like do anything online, so it wasn't like that big of a. It was funny. He wasn't saying it to like target me, but he said that, and he's like, but out of all of the people I've seen that's claimed that they have EDS and that they need to be tested for it and all that, he said I'm probably the most likely of the candidates to actually say that I do have it. So I feel very reassured on that front. Unfortunately, and fortunately, there's a double-sided blade here. Um, it's nothing that he can really treat to its fullest extent. There's no medicine to cure that. There's no known genes that are causing this. So there's not a whole lot that anybody can do except lifestyle adjustments, which is fine. So, there's a downside to it in that sense of like, it would be arguably in some cases better to have something like rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis, things like that, which are treatable in the sense that you just take a medicine every day and that helps manage your symptoms. But there's not really anything for me. So, it's what it is. Now, if any of you do research on this, you'll run into like a lot of more scary versions of EDS. So I do want to like preface, I don't have those kinds where it's like, oh yeah, my heart could just rupture if it felt like it. Like I don't have the aortic dilation problems. I just have the hypermobility. It's I believe just called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, HEDS, and it's interesting enough. The treatment options is basically what I've already been doing. So physical therapy to help strengthen the muscles and tendons and all those things that go into your joints moving, so that even if you are hypermobile and moving beyond what your body reasonably should be able to do, you're at least strong in it so that it's not causing damage. And you'll have energy to hold those joints into place. But it also, the other thing is there's a new medicine. I think I told you guys a while ago that I started taking a medicine called naproxen, which isn't like a crazy medicine or anything. It's basically ibuprofen. There's another version of that medicine, basically, that doesn't attack your stomach lining, I guess, which is kind of goated, and I don't know why we didn't start on that first, other than it may just be more expensive and insurance didn't want to pay for it right off the bat without proof. So I got that now, and I'll be starting that tomorrow, which will hopefully have everything all solved, and I can move on with my life. I would really, 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 really like to be done with all this medical stuff. Let me tell you guys, it's been a long journey trying to get this all sorted out and figured. And there's a couple of other like dead ends that we haven't quite addressed yet that I want to go through at some point, but having the joint side of things at least figured out is very nice. It's very, very nice. Hello, Coral. Welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. And Admiral, thank you for submitting yours. Don't die. I will try not to. Do you play any other games? Not usually. I play mostly Minecraft, and then I am developing my own video game called Omnia. And outside of that, I play games off stream sometimes. Like I'll play Stardew Valley off stream. I'll play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I've been playing an old game that unfortunately got, I guess, canceled. Called Castle Story. It was a really cool game, and I've been playing that lately off stream as well, just trying to get all the achievements. I'm an achievement hunter, so I haven't played any games recently on stream. I do want that to change, though. I am intending, hopefully, a little bit this summer, we may actually play some other games. They may not be on the YouTube side of things. I don't know yet. If they are, I don't know. I'm really iffy on that because the YouTube algorithm already doesn't love me. So it's kind of fragile trying to change things up a little bit. Especially in regards to, oh gosh. That was almost as bad as it could have been. But I would really like to play some more games. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to try to get fully completed. So those will be on my to-do list at some point in time. If not on stream, then eventually. Okay, that's a lot of Blackstone. That should have us covered. Also, I did build that gold farm a couple days ago. I went ahead and finished up the first layer, and I've started the second layer. I do need to get more of this stuff, though, so maybe later tonight, if I've gotten sick of building the portal room, we may go ahead and come back down here and get a bunch of magma and go back up and try to finish the second layer. I'm trying to pace that episode correctly, and I don't know how. Unfortunately, I haven't finished recording that episode. I've actually fallen really far behind on that. I've been pretty tired lately. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're on the other side of that exhaustion now, though, and I can get back to living life and enjoying it. We'll see. We shall see. So to wrap up everything that I just said, because I realized, like, a lot of that probably went over a lot of people's heads, and that's not to, like, be offensive, that's just... A lot of it is kind of crazy sounding, and a lot of acronyms and such. I'm a medical anomaly. I have a lot of plans this summer that conflict with being a medical anomaly, and that's not going to stop me from doing those plans, probably. I don't have the blocks I need. Let's... Hey, Nikita, welcome on in. How are you doing? I was actually thinking just a couple minutes ago, you had that important doctor's appointment a couple... Was it last night? Yesterday? I hope that went well. We had ours today, so... that definitely helped me remember a little bit. We seal that up. Bop, bop. And bop. Bop. I'm gonna just leave that there because I feel like it was a waste of lava to block it off there. Are we talking about your appointment? Hope it went well. It went about as well as I think it could have, in all honesty. Like, you could argue it probably could have gone better in one regard, but I mean, they're not gonna put me on, well, I guess I kind of am on medicine my entire life, but I don't have like arthritis. At least yet. Um, the markers haven't shown up that way, but I did, in his opinion, qualify to be put under the hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome umbrella. And unfortunately, that comes with the issue of doctors not wanting to take responsibility for you. I guess I didn't really cover this part of it. Because there's no known gene that causes this, genetics doesn't want to take care of you because to them it's not a genetic problem necessarily that they can prove. Um, Even though everybody else within that connective tissue uh, disorder, I believe, I think that's the technical term there. Um, they they take care of them, and so rheumatology has hopped into the picture, and they're willing to pick up the slack there for me, which is really nice. Um, I think we're done, like with that whole saga, and I'm really happy that we're done with all of that. I'm ready to get back to living life, you know. And hopefully hopefully you know he's got me some pretty good meds. I'll say that much. I know it's not like what do you call them, class A, is it class A drugs that are restricted? They're not like crazy drugs. It starts with a C. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but um I could tell you here. Hang on. Is it two blocker? Uh, Celebrex, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Basically, okay, this is a weird science thing. So I told you guys like I was taking the prox and I stopped taking it because of an issue behind the uh sternum where it was basically ripping a hole in my esophagus or something like that. So I had to stop taking it. Basically, there's like these two enzymes, and it's COX-1 and COX-2, COX-1 and COX-2. One of them protects the stomach lining, one of them produces inflammation. For whatever reason, a lot of the anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen, naproxen, and I, I can't think of the other one. Is it Tylenol? Maybe. All of them block both. For whatever reason, we just naturally go to blocking both. I don't know why. Maybe it's just to give it a mass appeal to people for whatever reason. I don't know why you'd want to block the enzyme that protects your stomach lining, but regardless of that, the point of what I was trying to say is I'm on the one that only blocks one of them now instead of two, which will hopefully at least give me some pain relief without ripping a hole in my esophagus, which is ideal. The more you know. The more you learn about the medical stuff, the less it makes sense, but it's a fun rabbit hole, isn't it? Hello, Elfie. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. I'll take loser as a compliment. I don't know why, but I can interpret it how I want, right? What are you building, Curtis? I'm so glad you asked. We were building a portal room today, because I finally have been to the Nether. I haven't been really except for the last week, and I've been playing this save file for 5.5 days worth of playtime. So I've been playing really, really slowly, but I need a lot of blackstone. I'm gonna need more magma because I don't see any in here, and we're probably gonna need a lot more basalt as well. So it'll be a fun time today, hopefully. Also, I'm going to go ahead and swap out all the cobblestone for blackstone now, because I now have access to it. You guys are going to hate me for this. But this is how I'm going to, like, get from point A to point B. We're going to have to parkour across a lava river. Because why not? I mean, you have to put, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because, like, if I fall in the lava, we're done. There's, like, a 0% chance we live. And I'm going to lose all my stuff. Because I built my portal room that way. But it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. See, I would have died right there. I would have died. Slow play is fun. I agree. I don't know if I could ever go back to playing fast. Like, I still don't have netherite. I haven't been to the end. I don't even have fully enchanted armor. I'm enjoying myself. Like, this is fun. It's good. Sorry to hear that. At least it's not arthritis, but whatever this is doesn't sound much better. Hope you still get the help and support you need. I appreciate it, Nikita. Funsies, they always think, let's put everything in so people won't complain. Meanwhile, it's worse for lots of people. I can't have, like, the meds for similar reasons. That makes sense. Yeah. It sucks. And as far as I'm aware, they don't make anything over the counter that doesn't really... That only blocks the one enzyme. So I don't know what's with that. Other than probably to help monitor kidney function, I guess. You're more likely to start having issues with your stomach lining before the kidney issues kick in, probably. If you're taking too much for too long with NSAIDs. I guess, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just ate half a box of these donut hole things, and 4 donut holes are 85% of your daily value of sugar. I just ate about 20. Coral, I'm proud of you. Share some donuts with me next time, won't ya? Can't wait to watch you fall into that one day. It's gonna happen. Parkour, woo, yay, parkour. I want to get back on MCC Island at some point. It's been a while since we've had, like, a parkour stream. It's so fun. I haven't decided what we're gonna do with that. I think it would be funny to just make this so much pain, and we cover it in, like, magma, and I have to crouch walk from there all the way up to here. I think that would be amazing. I don't know. Honestly, why doesn't Minecraft have, like, some sort of beacon that gives you fire resistance? Because we have, like, the conduit, which is water breathing, and is it just water breathing, I think? Which is great. Can we have, like, something like that but for lava? I think that would be great. Lava and fire. Just combine those two with a fully powered mega beacon, and life would be amazing. The diabetes is coming slowly but surely. It's gonna happen. Spoken like a true American. Because then people would just put beacons over their entire nether and make lava not exist in the nether. I mean, that's just one way to play, though. Like, I don't know. It wouldn't, like, kill the fun, I don't think. It wouldn't kill my fun. Let's go ahead and get that lava going again. Oh, also, I guess just to quickly add all that up, HEDS is not bad. Well, it's not good. So, hypermobility, that's what this part is. So, fingers bend back 90 degrees, all of them. Thumb touches there. We don't know, because how would you know if the roof of your mouth is too high? I don't know. It's very possible it is. I've never had somebody tell me it's high, because who looks inside of your mouth? I don't know. I wouldn't know what to look for there. Um, and then stretchy skin. So my skin isn't like super stretchy there, but apparently like this hand it was stretchy enough that he was like, yeah, that's considerably enough. Um, anyway, all that point said, I it's not the worst thing in the world. Basically, the hypermobility part sucks more than the EDS part, um, from my understanding, uh, due to the fact that I don't have the really bad EDS stuff like aortic dilation, where your heart, uh, the main uh, vein that comes up out of your heart up into your head, that stuff, it would be dilated, which means it's like larger than it's supposed to be. I don't have that problem right this second, at least, and I don't think I'll ever have it because it didn't show up on the genetic panel. Um, so my heart won't rupture. That's a pretty good thing. Um, the rest of it is just managing lifestyle, which I can deal with that. I don't want people feeling bad for me. That's the big thing. I just wanted to make sure it was like I'm not dying. I'm not like having a terrible life. Uh, outside of like joint pain, I'm a pretty normal fella. But I know I've been taking you guys along with me on this journey for a while now, so I wanted to make sure you guys got the scoop on it. Welcome back, Pokemon 66. How are you doing, dude? It's good to see you again. More medical talk for the future. Yay. Stay healthy and American. Yay, America, time to eat a burger. I ate half a cheeseburger today, Coral. You probably do. I don't know what a doctor would suggest to do after eating 20 donut holes, but I would imagine they would want you probably to just drink water, I would say, but I would think they would want you to balance that out with like a cheeseburger and I don't know, French fries. Why not? Why not? 100 1,700 daily value percent. I'll top it off with ice cream. Oh man. Now we're talking. Oh, ice cream. I could go for a bowl of ice cream. Never mind, I did the math wrong. It sounded a little off, but I wasn't gonna say anything 'cause I can't do math. I cannot do math. 425%. Okay, that sounds much more reasonable. What day are you at in Minecraft? I am currently on day... I am on day 585. So we're coming up on day 600. Oh, jeez. Okay. What am I doing? We need my block gradient. That's what I need. Hang on. Where is that? That's in my screenshots folder, I think. I have way too many screenshots. Swifto, do you remember the Omnia character creator screenshots that I sent you like a week ago or whatever? Those are popping up in my folder here, and oh my goodness, they're nightmare fuel. For those of you who know, I am making a video game called Omnia. And within that game, there's a character creator, and it is the most cursed thing ever right now. Because I've just been able to move one part of the body at a time. And so, with that, I haven't set like any skin tone or skin textures So at the beginning of it all, it was like this noise map for the skin, I think. And don't torture them with these photos. I kind of want to torture them with the photos. Um Everything about it just feels wrong. Um this one looks kind of goofy. This one's just bad. I kind of want to torture you guys with the photo. Can I do that? I can. Okay, just like minor trauma warning because this is nightmare fuel if you're a young child. I'm sorry. Um this is what I was working on and I can't get it to show up on the other screen. Why not? Bye. See ya, Pokemon. Thanks for popping in. Rago went to sleep soon. Yeah, I made that. And I also made this. And you know what? What is that? What do you mean, what is that? That's a very beautiful human being. There's various other things. One thing I can't actually show on stream because I first thought it looked rather inappropriate is the word I would use there. Uh my brother immediately also said it looked rather masculine in its presentation, which was not the goal of that character at all. And it was a weird, funny glitch that happened. Send a Discord general. I don't know if I can. It looks pretty bad. It looks awful. Coral, you're in the Omnia Discord, right? Mr. Beast from Fortnite Demon. Yeah, I can sit. You know what? I'll send it in your DMs. Yeah, I got you. This is a thing. You can enjoy that, Coral. I didn't think I'd be dreaming of men tonight, but this is gonna be scary. I don't usually dream of men either. But I see this creature I've created in the middle of the night all the time. It's burned into the skull. So enjoy that. What do we got here? So it's Blackstone. How much did we do there? 1, 2, 3, 4? Did we only do 4? I guess. I don't know. Let's go 6. I really think we should go 6. So, 1, 2. Let's just break this wall here, I guess. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we just need to bring up that all the way around, and we should be good. So I've been working on Omnia a lot lately, if you guys couldn't tell. It's been quite the experience. It does have a big imagination. Orange guy kind of looks like little cow ears. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that makes it a little better, I think. I think you have truly made me consider going back to content creation. Just 100 on a new channel and name. I think you should consider it, you know? Obviously, you gotta do what's best for you. But I think you, from what I understand anyway, you did enjoy content. The expectations you may have set yourself probably didn't necessarily help the most. But, you know, I think with the right approach, I think you'll enjoy it again. It's just the big time commitment is the hard thing. And if you just don't force yourself to commit fully to it, I think you'll find yourself enjoying it again. Probably. I'm gonna do that sort of thing there, just because it's simple and easy. So I start to try something. Absolutely. Up. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this cobblestone. That way I can fill in the black stone. Up. 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 And then over here. This is a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have just waited to do the lava, but I got impatient. I feel like it was reasonable enough to be impatient. I'm usually a very patient man. I just wasn't today, or whenever that was. It was a little while ago, I suppose. It wasn't, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, how do I want to do that? Let's rip up all of that. There we go. Break you. Okay. So, just want to break up any of these places right there. Oh. Oh my. Okay, we got a really bad audio delay. Give me a second and I'll fix that. Check. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Occasionally my graphics drivers just do that. I believe it's the graphics drivers. They just kind of like reset, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the technical term is. Maybe it's cycling. I don't know. But anyway, they do this thing and it causes my audio to desync really, really badly because it lags OBS really, really badly. It lags everything just bad. Um, so anytime I see that happen, one, I gotta like just pray that it doesn't kill me. And then two, I usually have to figure out how in the world to fix it because it does occasionally break things, like the audio. Let's go there. Uh, so something like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I feel like this has the opportunity to look really, really bad, though. If I'm being honest, okay? I'm definitely thinking it's probably not great. What we're gonna do... Let's just trust the process. 'Cause I really can't do much else. Process needs to be trusted, I guess. that one will come down to there. Right there. I've been addicted to Raid Shadow Legends. Honestly, as much as like we give that game a load of crap, it actually wasn't like outright terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, the microtransaction side of it sucks. Absolutely terrible. But gameplay wise, it wasn't the worst. I mean, that whole gaming genre, in my opinion, does get stale after a while. But for like a 2-week phase, I could get into Raid Shadow Legends. And fun fact, your boy was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends at one point in time. So, that's an interesting thing. Uh, do I can't see what's going on. Hang on. Got addicted to my Raid Shadow Legends sponsored streams. I don't know how far I got. I can't remember how far I got either. I didn't get super far into the game because I just didn't have time to dedicate. But I did play for a little bit. There we go. Oop. Okay. There we go. Jim D TV. Jim D TV. Hello, welcome on in. I do remember you. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Okay, so now we need to go from there to there with more Blackstone. I can't decide if I like the Blackstone or not. Let's, when in doubt, how does it look with shaders? This is always a good test. Can you fix it with lighting tricks? You know, it looks a lot more like hot lava rock when it's next to lava and shaders. I think it works. We're keeping it. I'm gonna be up for a little bit tonight. I've been drinking coffee. Unfortunately, I just woke up late today, and then before I knew it, it was time to go. So I haven't had time to drink the coffee I made, and I will not let it go to waste. So it's been a fun time just drinking it very slowly. I've got a lot of coffee. But I do like coffee. I mean, if I didn't like it, I was just drinking it for the effect, it'd be a little less ideal, I guess. Okay, so how... That right there might be off. Oh, can I reach that? I'm just gonna netherrack right there. And then... That's definitely off. So I think it's those two right there that need more. That sounds like... sounds not like addiction at all. No, not at all. Me? Coffee? Addicted? No. Never. Time is no longer a concept to me. How's that game coming along, Swiftu? I don't know how much you said publicly about it, if at all. But I saw on your Discord status, so I know that part's public at least. How's the game? How's it coming along? I heard the music. that you sent yesterday um, to me, and I know the basic concept, but is it still coming along good? Hello, Logan. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I love coffee. What's your favorite kind of coffee? Like, how do you drink your coffee? Is it cold? Is it hot? Do you like sugar in it? I'm gonna assume by the donut holes, probably, and that's no judgment because I drink mine with lots of cream and sugar. But I'm just curious. Quick question: can you check my channel? Maybe at some point, but probably not tonight. I'm gonna stick to the stream schedule and plan. Uh, but if you're looking for advice on YouTube, my biggest piece of advice that I can give to anybody, and this applies to everybody because it applies to me too. Um, three things that you can do. Okay, one, just do your best, and by that I mean every single video, sit down, watch it critically and say, what can I do better? And do that one thing just 1% better every single video. After 100 videos, you've done 100% better. That's pretty good, right? Um, two, uh, don't just make don't just make a video and then come up with the packaging after. You can do that and you will have okay results, but the best way to make a video is to have the plan first and come up with the title and thumbnail before you even make the video. Um, in the Let's Play space, it's a little harder to do that, but you can still have a plan. You can still have a general rough idea of what the title and thumbnail will be by the end of that episode. And then I guess my third one is don't force yourself into doing content. A lot of people, myself included, we grew up having this idea that like when we grew up, we were gonna be YouTubers and we were gonna enjoy making videos all the time, and we were gonna stream and we were gonna do it all together as friends. Guess what? All my friends have quit. Um, Outside of the friends that I've made online, all of my friends who have been involved in streaming in some way, shape, or form have quit. And the reason why is they don't have fun, and that's okay. Um, and I've had to change the way I do content as well in order to still have fun. Uh, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And people will be able to tell that you're not having fun. Doing YouTube for money, there's nothing wrong with making money by doing YouTube, but it's not worth it if you're not having fun. You can make more money working the same amount of time at any other job more than likely than you can on YouTube. Because, for example, the amount of time I'm putting onto YouTube right now, it's probably close to like 10 hours a week at least, not including stream time. I'm making less than $1 per video. The time math shakes up pretty badly there if you look at it that way. Now, I mean, you add in the streams, and those make a little bit more money, and that's only on the YouTube side of things. I don't want to like give you guys bad numbers and then say, oh, he makes nothing or oh, he makes a lot. I don't make much, but I don't make nothing. I'll say that much. But I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. Um, of course, the hope is that one day I could support myself off of it, and then I could make more videos and more streams and more of everything. But none of that matters if I'm not having fun. Stay consistent, always improve, have fun. Those are three good rules. Absolutely. Thanks for the info. I'll sub, no problem, dude. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Just keep having fun. The right people will show up and find something they like about the way you are playing. Absolutely. Absolutely. If YouTube made everyone, if YouTube made money, everyone would do it. Yeah. I mean, that's the hard truth. I've had one of my brothers, he has a fundamental misunderstanding of content in general. So, you know, that probably doesn't help very much here. But he always walks in with some sort of scheme on making money, and he always wants me to do it so that he can prove that it works or whatever. But people can tell when they're being used to make money, and they don't usually appreciate it. Nobody likes just being a dollar sign. I know I don't. And I'm sure you guys don't either. So, you know, there's a balance there. And a lot of people don't mind supporting you, especially if you aren't constantly begging for money. You know, if I didn't have a YouTube chatter asking me almost every single stream to buy Minecraft for them, I would probably consider doing it once in a while. But I know 90% of them are just trying to get free Minecraft, and they will probably pirate it at the end of the day regardless. I also don't want it to get out that I'm out here buying Minecraft for everybody, because then everybody will come here looking for free Minecraft. What you can do for one person, you may not be able to do for everyone. Admiral is awfully quiet. I'm actually talking about a different brother. Admiral is not as schemy as the other brother. He tried to get me in, like, he kept saying TikTok was easy. I got on TikTok. One of the worst platforms ever designed. I don't get TikTok. I thought he'd at least back you up. Admiral's pretty good. We like Admiral. Usually. Sometimes he does things I don't like. I just got here. Hello, devs. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. There's an interesting new Twitch feature out there, and I wanted some of your guys' thoughts on it before I start utilizing it. It's custom, like, badges that you can give for rewards, like, from special events, and I can do it on a per-channel basis. So, for example, I was thinking about this for, like, a birthday stream. I could do, like, you have to do one that is from gifted subs. So if somebody gifts a sub during that stream, they get a badge. But you can also do one at the same time as that for watch time during a stream. And so I was thinking about possibly doing this for, like, a birthday stream, and also possibly for our stream anniversary or something like that. Maybe any other big events that we may possibly have. I've been thinking about it. But I wanted your guys' thoughts. You wouldn't have to gift a sub to get the watch time badge. They are independent of each other, but I do have to have a gifted sub specialty badge in order to also offer the watch time badge. So, you know, I'm I'm just looking for feedback on that one, because I genuinely don't know if we're gonna do it, or if it's something that even interests you guys. But I thought it would be kind of cool. For those of you who might remember, they had, like, a moments badge a while back, where you could collect moments where it would be like a special clip happened while you were in chat that day, and it was declared a special moment, and it would upgrade your badge the more moments you got through on a channel. It's kind of like that, except it's now every moment gets its own badge, basically. Let's do one there and there. I haven't quite decided how this alcove is going to come together, but just trust the process. how's that look? Do more useless pixels for me to collect. Heck yeah. I don't think it would hurt having it. Sounds cool. Okay, sweet. I'll look into it then. I probably won't be able to stream for my birthday this year. Where'd I put my bed? Oh, it's up there. I probably won't be able to stream for my birthday this year because I'll actually be traveling home, I believe. I don't have my phone. It's back there. Otherwise, I check. But I believe I'll be traveling that day. But we may do a makeup birthday stream and do something with it then. And then I'm considering doing it for our stream anniversary on August 2nd. And then I don't know what else yet. We may do something for the Forever World anniversary. I'm trying to think of some other things. We don't really have a lot of big events that happen within our community reoccurring. And maybe that's a problem. We'll do one whenever King SMP Season 4 comes out. I'll probably have one when Omnia has a release, or at least Alpha. I think that would be fun. I just got to figure out what those badges would look like is the thing, and I'll start making them and have them ready to go. But I appreciate the feedback. That's really good to know. Let's go ahead and go, and we'll need to get ourselves... Well, do we want to do polished black stone even? Because I'm worried about the border. That's honestly the big part I'm worried about here. If the border isn't bad, then we'll keep up with it. Like that. Hello, Maggie. Welcome on in. Hello, Emmy. Hope you're both doing well. How are you all doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Maggie. How are you doing? Ooh. Durang. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know why it didn't play the follow sound. I apologize for that. Nikito, thank you for submitting your taxes. Emmy, thank you for submitting yours. You guys are twinning at 65. GG's. I totally forgot about my taxes. You're all good. Maggie, thank you for submitting your taxes. Rookie numbers. Swifty, you got a crazy number. It's triple digits. I'm good. Thanks for asking. A little tired from playing a fair bit of Minecraft today. That is totally fair. I'm right there with you. I'm pretty tired too. But I had a good day. Okay, what we're missing, I really don't know how to feel about it. Let's do I have connected textures as a possibility? Let's just add that in. Oh. Okay, that doesn't work there, does it? Okay. Mods, I've got them on. Got them on there. Okay, I was kind of hoping the border would go away. Unless, like, I can just update it and it will do it, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. In that case, do I care? Does it look okay with shaders? It's gonna be dark, so I may not even notice it necessarily. What do you guys think? Yay or nay on the polished deep slate? So it'll be deep slate, polished deep slate, mud, and they'll hopefully blend into each other in such a way that it won't have harsh borders. Right now it does, but it won't at some point soon. Yay? I may or may not have only eaten 600 calories up until right now. Oof. Definitely eat some if you can, Emmy. How hard would it be to add a command to check how many taxes you have submitted? I assume wouldn't be too hard. I don't think it should be, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. I need to just sit down and look at the variables and see. But it should be able to recall the amount of taxes that are stored in a variable somewhere. I just gotta learn how to pull that variable from StreamerBot. Admiral has 4 years, 9 months, and 54 minutes of follow time. And Swiftu has 3 years, 1 month, and 24 hours. GG, guys. I am scarfing some taco meat, then a pint of ice cream. Downside, I am not, or rather don't feel hungry. I see, okay. Taco meat's good, though. I like taco meat. And ice cream, for that matter. Coral has a follow time of 1 year, 8 months, 15 days. Isn't it crazy to think about? 2 years ago, or just about, in August, it'll be 2 years that I have really ran into the majority of you guys, or at least had the gateway opened to run into you guys. Like, all of this audience here, besides Swiftu and Admiral, so Emmy, Maggie, Nikita, you guys predominantly came, well, 2 of you came from Elfie, the other one from Kitrix. I only know of Elfie really because of Kitrix. It's mind-blowing how, like, one seemingly tiny thing can result in so much change over just a few small years. I mean, I could not nearly be where I am today without all the help I've had from a lot of people, really. I mean, you know, I definitely do put in work and time and all that to try to make sure I at least somewhat earn what you guys give me, but you know, the opportunities that I've been given have been awesome. And I just want to say thank you for that. That was a really random side tangent. I apologize. Hi, bro. How are you? Hello, Harsh. Welcome on in. I'm doing well. I appreciate you asking. How are you doing? Let's do one there, and I guess one right there. I'm gonna need more blackstone. Let's go get some of the magma, and we'll come through and we'll add it along the lava, and then the pathway will be made out of blackstone. So we'll use blackstone kind of sparingly as the floor block, and that'll kind of help a little bit, I think, because magma and blackstone go together pretty well, if I'm not mistaken. Blackstone kind of looks like a cooled down magma, which is pretty good. So let's go grab some, and we'll come right back out, and hopefully it'll look pretty sick. We'll also get some blackstone while we're down there. Sometimes it's just genetics. I don't know. I don't eat a lot, and yet I'm not losing weight. Oof. It happens. Be a med side effect. Give yourself some credit too. Wouldn't be staying around if it wasn't fun. Well, I appreciate it. I do. Also, 4 pounds of chicken on sale today. Hey, that is awesome. Heck yeah. You guys ever want, like, a cheap meal? They sell, like, rotisserie chickens. Whole rotisserie chickens. And they're really not expensive. You can feed a family of 4 on those and, like, a side of green beans or something. Broccoli, whatever you really want to make. You can make a meal for 4 people for probably, like, I don't know, 20 bucks off of that. Just throwing that out there to anybody who needs a cheap meal. Maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. A lot of grocery stores here in the U.S. especially do sell that stuff, like Walmart. If you have Sam's membership, then Sam's Club is a great option for the rotisserie chickens. Just trust me, okay? Trust me. We can turn the shaders back off. I forgot I had them on. There we go. Where are you from? I am from the United States. Got it $3 off. Jeez, okay. W. Speaking of good deals, anybody out there who is looking into getting streaming or upgrading your streaming equipment, now's a good time to do it if you're looking at Elgato's line of products. I am not sponsored. I am not getting any commission off of it. I just like their products. But they're having Elgato Week right now. So if you want a Stream Deck, a mic, a key light, which I wouldn't recommend because it's just a light for $100. You could do better. They have really good webcams on there right now. Check it out. Just throwing it out there. I have a Stream Deck. I like it. I would probably consider even upgrading my mic if it weren't so expensive, or upgrading the webcam at the very least. I'm just not exactly fluid at the very moment. But I intend to, at least, hopefully this Black Friday, I'd like to upgrade some of our gear, because some of it's getting old, and that's part of tech, is upgrading things when you need to. So I think the webcam is probably the next thing on the list at this point. And it's high up on my to-do list. Totally gonna become a streamer after hearing about that sale. I mean, a Nikita stream would go crazy, I'm just saying. Elgato honestly probably would sponsor you, but their sponsorship apps only open every once in a while. I had applied once, but I was a really small streamer, and I don't know what was going through my head, other than you miss all the shots you don't take, so take every shot. Because, man, I, like, shot high sometimes on some of those sponsorships. Like, I talked to Corsair, I talked to Elgato, which is a Corsair company, if I'm not mistaken. I talked to several gaming chair companies, and I even talked to a glasses company at one point. I tried to get a hold of Wrangler, the jeans company, and they never responded. I think I talked to Logitech at one point, and who else did I reach out to? I reached out to a lot of people. One time, I was going to go to Disney World, and I was going to ask them if they would sponsor it if I did a vlog. I never actually sent the email because I got scared last minute, and I decided against it. But the temptation was so high, because could you imagine having been sponsored by Disney? Like, that's an advertising piece right there. Yeah, I chickened out on that one, though. That was me, on me. Remember me? Hello, Corny. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Do you play guitar? Because I see one in the background. Yes, I play guitar. So I have a Ibanez. It's not a great electric guitar. You can barely see it. It's the blue one in the background there. Um, it's got 2 pickups. They're pretty good pickups, but they're not amazing. A 3 pickup guitar probably would have been better, but you live and you learn. It was my first electric guitar. Then back there, I have a Jasmine by Takamine guitar. It's a really good acoustic guitar for beginners. But I've reached a point with it, honestly. Like, yeah, I could definitely do better. I could buy like a expensive Taylor guitar or whatever. But it actually sounds pretty good. I've reached the point with guitar that my skill matters a lot more than anything else, and it's always been that case. Like, your skill will always dictate whether a guitar sounds good or bad. But I have started kind of considering possibly looking into maybe picking up a new guitar at some point soon. They're just really expensive, and it's hard to justify it. It really is. They're just so pricey. For a short while, I was actually going to 3D print my own guitar. Like a new electric guitar. It was an interesting concept, but I ended up deciding against it. Unfortunately. Do one there. I'm just gonna do that to annoy me. And then do that. Okay, so the rest of that should be Blackstone. We'll actually bring that from there down to about here, and that should help as well. How's that look? Yeah. Curve it out a little bit more. So from there up to maybe there. So 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And that should be better. I'm for it. Okay. That would have been so cool, Reg. Also, I'd be a terrible streamer. Nah, I think you could do it. I mean, I've never heard you, but I think you could. Remember me? I do, corny. I remember you indeed. I have a guitar, but I'm not that good at playing. I'm kind of good at piano. I've always wanted to learn piano. I've been really also debating that. At some point, I would like to get a piano and do like some streams where I learn how to play it. I actually live in an area where a lot of upright pianos are getting sold. And they're actually being given away for free because people just don't want them in their house anymore. Because they need the space, they don't play anymore, or they never did play, and it was their grandmother's piano, and they lied to themselves for 80, probably not 80 years, 30 years, though, saying, oh yeah, one day I'm actually going to sit down and learn how to play grandma's piano, and they never did, and they'd rather see it go into a home that will actually take care of it and actually get enjoyment out of it. If I lived in a bigger room, I would totally pick one up and start learning. But I live in a house that doesn't really have space for more instruments. I don't know if I could ask my parents to give us more space for it. Otherwise, I would probably do it because I really would love to learn. But it's whatever. Imagine being able to say, oh yeah, Disney, they wanted me there. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. And one day I want to do it. I really, really do want to. I may reach out to them next time I'm planning a trip and just see what we can do. At the very least, like, at the worst, they'll tell me no. At best, they'll, like, say, yeah, come out and we'll do all this fun stuff and we'll comp you a little bit because why not? Um, that's definitely wishful thinking. I think the more realistic thing is they'll probably say, yeah, probably not, but on us, we'll give you like a fast pass for this day. Um, but I mean, I would take a fast pass. I mean, be pretty nice. Hello, Cam. Welcome on in. It's good to see you again. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? How are you doing? Still waiting for some songs on stream. I want to. I really, really want to. I think it would be fun. Um, there's probably some time coming up soon, if I had to guess. I gotta wait and see though, because I've got a really busy calendar coming up. And I don't know which days I'm here, which days nobody else is home. Once I find that out, I can kind of go over some overlap there and see what we could do. When you get famous, you should 100% do that Disney World thing where they get like other random people to replace or go alongside cast members for a day. Oh, that would be so fun. Like the voice of Olaf did the skipping for Jungle Cruise once. That would have been awesome. That would have been so awesome to be on there. Uh Gad. Josh Gad, is that Olaf's voice actor name? I think. He's been in a lot of things. I just can't remember anything else. But yeah, that guy's awesome. Free pianos. I wish I could play the piano now, but my piano is a very old one from Radio Shack that you have to spend about 5 minutes to turn on. Oh, I see. Okay. They may at least give you a media pass. That'd be cool. They do that often to make people have better videos if they film in Disney, especially to avoid the like common Disney thing of every line is very long. Every line is long. Oh, absolutely. 30 to 45 minutes for one carousel for a 5 minute little ride. Yup. 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 And yup. The lines there are pretty bad. You kind of get used to it, and you know when the days are in a lull if you've been more than once. Um, Sometimes it's also just about the time of year. We need to go like actually play the game. I need to go get more Blackstone. Uh, but you start to kind of pick up on those patterns the more you go, and you'll figure out what times of year are the best times of year to go. Um, Unfortunately, those times of years that are best to go, most people can't because they're usually in a peak season for school or for sports or uh, any other number of things. They're usually not convenient for people unless they're working and they're just taking a vacation or whatever. Ow, jerk. Is it the same world as yesterday? It is indeed. Hello, Cam. I'm actually doing good because I hit 800 subs. Hey, congrats, dude. That's awesome. I also want to be a singer, but I'm scared to see what people will say. A lot of people say I sound good, so I posted some videos of me singing on my YouTube channel. That's awesome. That's definitely the best way to get better at it, is to just do it more. And I definitely get what you mean by being scared of what people will say. It's hard to trust people to be decent people. I think the vast majority of people genuinely would not be mean. But there's a lot of people out there who just are miserable and get joy out of being a bully. And that sucks. That really does suck. I mean, I would really consider actually recording and posting stuff for that. I forgot Soul Sand drops you down a little bit. But I would really consider doing videos and covers and all that. It's just I don't know if I really want to manage the comment sections on that, which you could turn it off, but it's kind of like, what's the point of sharing it with people if you're not going to let them talk about it? I don't know. I struggle with that a little bit. Not that it hurts my feelings what people say. I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do, regardless of what you say about it. But I don't want to leave a comment section that's unfiltered. Because right now, I do an okay enough job on my own current YouTube channel. I would do a separate channel, though, for music-related stuff, probably. Come on. Come on. You know I'm here. Come on. Do you even care? Okay. There we go. We need Blackstone. Where do we get that? I don't know. Okay. Wait for like, please make sure to mention it in the Discord or message me. I don't want to be asleep for a singing segment. I got you. Yeah, I'll probably make sure that it's announced beforehand, just to be sure that it's stated. Because I know some people are looking forward to it. It also may not be on the YouTube side. Oh, what? This is... Have I been there? No, I have not been here. I don't know. I don't know how I missed that. I went way out that way, like, I don't know, probably about 1,000 blocks. When there was one right here this entire time. Man. What are you doing on this world today? Same thing as yesterday or no? Today we are working on my nether portal room. And right now I need to get a bunch of blackstone in order to hopefully finish it. And by finish it, I just mean we're going to finish the blackstone parts. Which will get the bulk of it done, really. I mean, that's about half. The other half is basalt related. I think blackstone is down. So let's go down instead. Ow. Okay. Yep. Not great. So, how deep can we go without dying? We're about to find out, I suppose. I'm just worried about all that lava. Guess we could mine at netherite height. So it's like right here, I don't know. Need that in my offhand. Because of that. I knew it was coming. Thanks, I keep comments on so people can give their opinions, but for now I'm going to keep posting vids of me singing to see what random people say, and I'll see how it goes. Awesome. That's good. That's really good. And you know, not every comment is worth paying attention to. I want to make sure that's also mentioned. You know, a lot of people will say things they don't necessarily even believe. A lot of people will say things that are just unhelpful because it's actually more of an opinion than it is a fact. I had a friend actually asking me about microphones and audio a couple days ago. Maybe it was a week ago. I don't know. Time is a weird thing, and I don't remember everything. But they were asking about it, and they were like, well, does this sound good, or does this sound better? I'm like, honestly, at this point, it's a preference thing. What do you think is better? You know, some people prefer a little bit more rasp. Some people like no rasp. So don't let somebody also tell you how to sing when it doesn't necessarily fit your preference for what you're trying to do. but also don't like be so unreceptive to feedback that you uh, close yourself off to opinions. Because no human is perfect. Nobody is 100% at their maximum capability in any skill, but especially singing. There's always room for improvement. Um, I don't know. I'm saying a lot of words. I don't know if it really means anything, but I hope it means something to somebody somewhere. Is this a multiplayer world or a solo world? Currently, it's solo. I may actually be inviting some people onto it at some point in time, either for a tour or just to help me with some projects occasionally. I think it would be a lot of fun to have people who specialize in certain things to help me out with it. Uh, this is actually how a lot of people in the early days on Hermitcraft ended up getting on there. I think it was Tango Tech was the guy that originally joined the server to just build an iron farm for them. And then he got invited, I think, the season after that. That's kind of how I mean, it's not like this is going to become a multiplayer thing forever. It's just more so it'll be multiplayer at random intervals whenever I feel like I want to have somebody on the world to help with a project or something. But I really like that methodology because it doesn't force anybody into being a part of a commitment. It doesn't take away ownership of the world. Ultimately the world is still mine at the end of the day. And whatever I choose to do with it is what happens. About that, that's nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't do that really anymore. I mean, they occasionally still have guests on for, like, tours and whatnot. But a lot of members from the early days, they were added because they could do something that most of them either didn't really want to be bothered doing or couldn't do as well as somebody else. So, like, Tango Tech used to be the king of iron farms. And it was because back in the day, they were actually a lot more complicated than they are now. You used to need, like, doors, villagers, and a very specific spawning space so that they would not spawn outside of the farm. You didn't need zombies, though, but you had to manipulate doors in a certain way to get a powerful enough farm for a server. And so that was what made Tango Tech so useful in that regard was he could actually design those farms because he understood them left, right, and center. I mean, if I remember correctly, it was basically a door needed access to the sky, but it needed to block over top of it first. And then those villagers would be tied to the door for a house, I think. Now they're tied to beds and workstations, and zombies scaring them make them spawn more iron golems. Whereas back then it was about a village could spawn so many iron golems per hour, and they could, if you could figure out a way to cycle the village, you could undo the timer basically. It was a really interesting system, and I'm glad Mojang ultimately changed it. But iron farming was never an intentional part of the game, I don't think. It's really interesting. It's very, very interesting. Also, I'm going to drop that. Gravel is more useful to me than netherrack. We'll need gravel for our build, so... Alright, I think that's enough blackstone for now. Be back in 5 minutes, probably. Alright, sounds good, and see you, Jimdy. Thanks for popping in. Catch you guys later. I can't wait to see who gets invited and what they'll be helping you with. I can't wait either. I don't know who's going to be the first yet. I've got a couple of ideas for people and projects and such, but I want to make sure they're not too big of projects that they can't be done quick enough. And I don't want it to like be so big that they can't justify it either. Um, 'Cause I'm already intending to help some people with some of their videos over the next year or two. So don't be surprised if I ping you guys in my Discord every once in a while saying, hey, I'm in this guy's video. Go watch it or whatever. I don't think did I ping it? I don't think I pinged you guys for it. I was in Tactical Slime's video about the warden and killing the warden a while back. And that was kind of cool. I was just a voice, but I got to be a part of that. I was I've got a couple of projects upcoming that I'd like to I need to talk to a friend about, but they said they wanted to do some videos with me, and I'd be interested in trying. And of course, I got my videos that I want to do, and so I kind of want to get everywhere again. I was never really that YouTuber anyway who did collabs. I was never really involved in other people's content outside of occasional streams. And I want that to change. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing? Why are we going this way? Steak. We needed food. That's why I was going down this way. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. I'd watch this. Heck yeah. I appreciate that, Nikita. I will probably be able to ping for it, and you guys will at least know when it happens. There's, of course, no expectation that you guys watch anything. Like, do what you guys want to do. I never want people to feel obligated. It's just, I'm yapping at this point just to yap. I've got a lot of things I always love to say. I know for a fact when Omnia has some playable builds, I am intending to send some of them to my friends, and I'd like for them, if they're willing, to record their reactions to it. And one, I want the full raw recording from me so that I can look over it and understand how they're approaching the game, what they expected to be different, what they expected to, if it worked as planned, and all that kind of stuff. But two, I would like to make videos or a video out of it, or let them make videos out of the project if they wanted to. So that way other people could see it as well. Because I think people will be really interested to see what in the world that game even is. Welcome back, Cam. Hello, hello. I need about a stack of beef. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Right there. Give me that. I like the hanging vine ceiling, but it does get in the way sometimes. Okay, I think I have enough. Let's get out of here. Ugh. Also, speaking of Omnia, I told you guys earlier that I have the character creator screen going, and it is turning out very well. I'm supposed to post an update on that soon. I feel bad that I haven't, It's been just something that's been on the project list, and I'm slow. Um, but I'm gonna have an update posted on that soon, hopefully tonight. Show off what we've got, and then I've also asked Deadly Sloth, who is uh, the current only composer for the video game, but we will probably be bringing other people onto the project at some point. Anyway, the point of what I was saying there was we're gonna have some music made for that screen as well within the near future, and Sloth and I, we had the same idea of what it should probably sound like. So that's a pretty exciting thing. And I think, I hope, anyway, you guys will like it. Hello, Rift. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I gotta go. I can try to be on for the next stream, though. Do you know when the next live is going to be? Yeah. It will be... See, today's Thursday. So it should be Sunday at about 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll be around. It's gonna be an hour earlier than now on Sunday. So I should be around, and it would be a good time to have you back around with us. I keep saying around, and I'm trying to find other words. I need to expand my vocabulary. I reuse a lot of words. Okay. I hear rain. Kind of like to go fishing, but unfortunately I don't have the time. Oh well. I'll try to be there. See ya. All right, see ya, Cam. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. On 15-minute break at work, but forgot to ask last stream reg. What did you think about the acapella and acoustic recordings? I thought they were good. I thought they were great, actually. It's a lot easier to hear you in those recordings, so I'm able to give a better assessment on it. The tone, the pitch, the volume, it's good stuff. I don't want that to get clipped out of context when I read it. So I'm just gonna let that one set. Were you guys here when I tamed the cats, or was that a video thing? No, it was on stream. We lost several cats somewhere in the middle of the ocean. They're out there somewhere. I'm gonna sleep so that the thunder's done, because I don't want it to burn down the whole forest. Ugh. I'm sorry. I am yawning way too much. We need to do better. I'm gonna sleep well tonight, I think. What? I just left a couple of cats out in the ocean. Nothing too weird about that. You could call them catfish if it helps. Which do you prefer, my cleans or my screamy screams? Probably the cleans, only because and this is just natural fact. It's a lot easier to have a clean sound than a screamy scream. Your screams are good. They're a lot better than most other people's. How am I supposed to get over there? That? Sure, why not? Do I only have 3? No, okay. But I did like your screams, so the cleans are definitely, I think the cleans are better than the average person's. Same thing with the screams, I guess, in that scenario, but, Screams are noticeably so. I'll do that. Rift might be an ads, bruh. Rip. Just saying. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Good point. I'm back, King. Hello, Ash. How's it going? It's good to see you. Alright, sorry, it just kept meowing. I didn't want to ignore it. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. Rag, that does not help. I think it helps. They're just little fish out in the... Well, they're not fish. They're fish if they had 4 legs and a lot of fur. Out in the middle of the sea. Nothing wrong with that. Gotcha. Figure that might be the answer. I heard about half of it, but I have a gist of what you said. Okay, gotcha. Oh man, my eyes. You guys... I haven't been able to tell you guys this yet. A couple months ago, this happened, and I think I told you guys then. But my glasses, they broke. Well, again, they broke again. So usually you have a piece there, which I think you guys can sort of see it. And then you would have a piece on this side as well. The piece on this side broke off. It broke off at some point randomly on Thursday night. And now there's, for whatever reason, I don't, the right side always breaks off, not the left, the right. Couldn't tell you why. Anyway, we've also come to the conclusion that I am probably not as fit to drive as I'd like to be with the current eyesight that I have. So I may end up with new glasses at some point in the near future. So if you guys see me with new frames, I'll probably give you guys a whole rundown on it then about how blind I am, because I think it's always funny. But if you see me with new frames, that's what happened. I ended up with a new prescription, and also the current ones are a little busted. You can fix them, and I think my eyeglasses place will fix them for free, but I'm not entirely certain if it's worth it. I may ask them to, just so that I have this pair to use if the other ones break for some reason. And I'm going to try my hardest to find a pair that fit and look like this one, because I really do like them. I used to wear, like, just an entirely plastic frame, and I liked those. It made me look young and youthful and cool. More nerdy, actually. But I like these because they toe that line. They don't toe the line at all, really. It just makes me look more mature. Not that there's nothing wrong with looking immature, but I'm at the point in my life where I need to start looking more my age, and so I've gone that route. And I think these just fit me. I like it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really concerned about the right eye. I feel like I don't think I'm a little concerned about astigmatism. Just a little bit. Because I do get like a little bit of almost a fog in it. Sometimes, I guess, is the word I would use there. It's not like the classic thing that everybody thinks of with like the lights dancing. If I have one, it's very, very minor currently. But I'm worried about that. I've got terrible depth perception. It's been a treat driving around lately. Just, yeah, you know what? I can't admit to any of the things that have happened lately with my driving just because it's that bad probably. But it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I have fun driving. Everybody else doesn't, but I have fun. Reg Blind Nog, that's me. Must be so uncomfy. It's all right. It's not terrible. I have fallen asleep a couple of times, and it's been pressed up into my nose, and um, I'll feel it then. But as long as I fall asleep without the glasses on, it's not a big deal. I don't usually sleep with them on before anybody's like, well, that's why you broke it. Hold on. I promise. I promise. Dude, I'll actively make fun of you for it because I understand the pain. No, that's fair. Blue collar reg coming in. It'll just break again eventually, but it would be nice to have a backup. New frames can be exciting, I think. I don't know. I don't wear glasses, thank God. I do like to wear them. I actually like glasses on me. I think they look better on me than no glasses. But I've had some people ask me if I've considered contacts, and I think they're trying to say something, and I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, what was I saying? But no, I am excited about it. The possibility, there are some things I would kind of reconsider about these. I like these glasses, but I'd almost consider larger lenses, only because as my eyesight gets worse, I need my whole field of vision to at least be somewhat normal. Right now, I'm actually usually looking through a very small space because this just doesn't cover it all. Like right about here, there's a slip out from under the frame. Larger lenses would give me more uh, sight, which would be nice. So I am thinking about that as a possibility. I don't know. We'll see. Do means more money down the drain and wait time for new ones. That's fair. That is. Luckily, my wait time isn't usually too bad. Glasses only take about a week for me to get them, but they can be a little pricey, especially because my insurance, for whatever reason, does not cover vision. Vision and dental. You would think like they're very important. We would make sure that everybody has vision and dental on every policy. No. You're actually lucky if you get vision and dental on your health insurance. For some reason. And that's just mind-blowing to me. Because, I mean, it's well documented that your dental health really does heavily affect your physical health. Not to say that your dental isn't physical, but there's no other good way to say it, I guess. Your general health might be the better way. It's just wild to me that they don't cover that. And I mean, that's just standard, apparently. I'd like to see a larger lens on you. I think they'd look nice, too. I mean, I could... Do I have it? Hang on. Do you play Roblox? I do not. I'm sorry, Beast. Battle Beast. How are you doing, though? Welcome on in. Reg, the question is, did you do a left on red? Reg, it's okay. You can do it at a safe place here. No, I did not, thankfully. Let's see. Oh, these are the same ones I had earlier. So here's a duplicate of the ones I have now. Bad prescription, though. I can't wear those. Oh, these are my sunglasses. They'll give you an idea, I guess. They're very large. I mean, they're tinted, so, you know, take it for what you want. Um, it works though. It does the job. I actually don't wear them nearly enough. I need to keep these in the car or something, because I forget I even have them. I've got actual larger lenses somewhere. I think they're in the closet, and I don't really feel like getting up to check the closet, but it's somewhere back there. I do have old clips of me. Probably have them me wearing them too, because that used to be my full. I looked very youthful back in the day. Say back in the day like it was forever ago. It was probably 3 years ago, I think. I wore those. I don't know. All right, back to work. I go. Have a good stream, everyone. Thank you very much, Rift. I appreciate you popping in, dude. We'll catch you another time. Enjoy work. Good luck at the job. It's just really expensive stuff, dental and eye stuff. We have separate insurance for it. You need to pay for additionally. Dang, really? See, that would still suit you. Always takes some time getting used to something. That's true. He probably wouldn't appreciate me telling about that, so I won't. My dad actually does wear larger frames though, and I think it looks good on him, and I've been told I look like my dad. So, you know, it probably would be fine, honestly. More than likely. Let's see. Put one there, there, and there. Does that look okay? Yes. Okay. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is that we may need to go through and remud it just on the underside. But so far, it's not awful. So far, so good. Now, let's try it with shaders, just to kind of get an idea of how those shadows help blend it. Okay. Oh, oh. Hey, I was scratching my scalp. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. We need to get you. Right there. Okay. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Shoot. That worked out nicely, though he could have easily pushed you in there too. Yeah. That would not have been ideal. These guys are just, oh my goodness. Okay. Social spawning. I'm not a fan. Let's get up here and sleep. There we go. The good news is, with all this lava and magma, there are no spawning spaces in here. Or there won't be once all the lava's in, rather. It'll be very tightly secured room. Because there ain't nowhere to go. Actually, let's go ahead and do the magma over here. Go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of social stuff either. Sleep, however, I'm pretty bad at that too, but it's nicer. Amen. Oh my goodness. I actually don't enjoy sleeping. um, I hate sleeping because I feel like I'm not doing enough work, which is not a good or in any way healthy habit to have. Just before anybody's like, uh, going, "Oh man, I want to be just like you, King, and I want to be productive." No, you don't. But um, I don't, for whatever reason, I just do not find myself enjoying sleep. I wish I did because it's good for me. I really should be sleeping more, and I just don't. I've been really bad about that lately, with the sleep schedule's kind of falling off. But it's okay. You only live once, right? Which therefore means you don't need sleep or something like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this load of blackstone. I'm just gonna turn it on to polished blackstone because we're gonna use it all right there. Um, we'll do all of that, and then I've got basalt next, which I don't think we're gonna have enough of. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place as much blackstone as possible, do all of that, and then we'll probably end up wrapping up stream after that. So let me make sure the ads are delayed if there's any coming up. And it should probably be a quick 15-minute job, I think. Which it looks like we're good. Okay. Sweet. Do not sure if that's exactly how it works, but close enough, I guess. Oh man. Yeah. Sleep. The complicated relationship I have with it. That's okay. It's not okay. Let's do one there. There. I don't really know how lava carves out a hole in like in a cave, so I don't know what approach to take with this whole build. So I'm trying to be kind of careful and just do it the normal cave way. I'm gonna assume it was maybe carved out by water first, and then the lava came in later. That sounds like something geologically correct. I could be incorrect on that entirely, though. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. That sounds like something nature could do, in my opinion. Okay, well, then we got a consensus. I will take it. Also, I want to take a quick look. Little peek. I missed a spot. Oh, dear. Just gonna run a heart rate check there. It's not concerning, okay? I'm paranoid. So we got that little section there, and then we're good to go. I thought it was gonna take me 15 minutes, but I'm efficient, I guess. Now, age-old question: are we dying? No, we just have a heart rate of 95. The highlight, just a stubborn piece of nature. Yeah, just the random stone. It's not a bug, it's a feature. I like the way you think. Welcome to Bethesda. I think that's their motto there is it's not a bug, it's a feature. Which honestly, in some cases, I'm honestly wholeheartedly okay with leaving bugs in the game. Sometimes they're just that fun. Minecraft has a lot of those actually. Um, I don't know if I like that, but we're gonna keep it. We'll put one there, there. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Uh, Minecraft has a lot of bugs, though. I'm sorry. I just remembered what we were talking about. Minecraft has a lot of bugs that are actually features now, particularly in Redstone, which is kind of fun or interesting, maybe. Okay. It's not you. Is it you? No. It's that one right there. Okay. And then we can take a peek and see how it all looks. Okay, I missed. That's fine. How are we supposed to get up there? Parkour. I really want the mud. I'm sorry. Right there. Parkour. You? No. You. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that does the job, I think. So let's get down back towards lava level and turn on our shaders, give it another look. I want to be over here because I know sometimes the shaders bug out with free cam and they cast shadows the wrong way or they pick the wrong lighting color. No one saw that. Don't worry. Yeah, nobody saw that. Okay. Yeah. Now, the thing is, the sun ultimately won't be a part of this picture because this will be a cave system. So we'll have it curved over that way, arching there. And then from this way, we'll actually go out that way. And this lava river, it's more of a lake right now, but it will be a river. It'll go out that way. And there'll be like lava falls and crazy things like that. Because I really think that's kind of a fun build style and I never get to do it. Building with lava is a pain in the butt, but I want to do it. I really, 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 really want to do it. So um, I'll hopefully be able to put some of that in eventually. And this whole cave system will grow dramatically over time. But so far, I think it's pretty daggone good. There is just a couple of things I want to do here, and that is add a little bit of magma onto these, just to kind of help them be a little bit more bearable, I guess. I don't know. Right now, they kind of just sit there. And so I think with the lava, this will at least give me more room for recovery if I make a mistake. Which I don't think I will make a ton of mistakes, but, you know, there's definitely opportunity. Sounds like you like to burn, just a little. I think it would also be kind of fun to have a magma parkour path. So you take it from there and eat. I don't know what would be back there, but like, this is a bad idea. Oh. That was a bad idea. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, it's time to stop thinking again. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Okay, so the next steps would be basalt, smooth basalt, cobbled deep slate, and then into stone. It's a cute picture though. I mean, it's a pretty cozy spot. All those sparks. There's like a really good pickup line somewhere in there, and I just can't pull it out right now. I can't think of one. Okay, sleep, and then we're gonna wrap up stream. Actually, you know what? No sleep. Just well, you know what? Let's get back in the hole. Let's not get back in the hole. Hang on, we're gonna get back in the hole. Give me a second. Give me a second. We're gonna die. I think this is a wonderful place to wrap up stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. So cozy. It's very cozy. I love Minecraft. And I can't wait to play Minecraft again very soon. We'll be back on Sunday. I'm not 100% certain on what we're doing yet. I've got some ideas, but I don't know if those ideas are going to be the ideas we go with or not. So we'll just wait and see. I mean, hot too, I guess. Yeah. Very hot. You know, it's very slanted too. I forgot the damage tilt does that. Let's see. Who are we gonna say hi to today? Ooh, wait. Did I meet Tab? I did. They just started. Okay. Let's go say hi to Pai Pai. Pai Pai Samurai. They're currently on their 4 years of streaming anniversary, which is lovely. And it'd be cool to go support them in that. Thank you for the candy, Nikita. I appreciate it. There's 2 more in here. Grab out the candy too. It's all right. It's all right. Let me have one while watching Pai Pai. I appreciate you very much. I'll go ahead and pour it out so I don't forget about it. There we go. All right, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate y'all for watching. Do all of the things you guys need to do. Take care of yourselves. And I will hopefully see you guys again on Sunday. And if not Sunday, one day. Bye-bye, everybody.
you.